There is no beauty without struggle. There's no pretty without ugly. There's no plus without minus. There is no beauty without struggle. And understand that you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable because that's where the beauty comes out. You have to understand that there are going to be times, there's going to be lows, there's going to be times where you're like, dang it, I thought this is what I wanted to do, but it doesn't feel perfect at this time. Nothing's going to be beautiful without the struggle. Nothing is going to be as happy at the end of the day if it wasn't hard to get there. If it wasn't hard to win a championship, then they wouldn't celebrate so hard. If it wasn't so big in your life to get this achievement, if you didn't struggle, you probably wouldn't be that happy. And every time I get on this mic, every time I decide I'm going to continue to live in my passion, every time I do anything I want to do, it's not just peachy every time I do it. It's hard work. It's hard trying to do something that's very hard. That sounds weird, but it's hard doing something you love. It's not just happy all the time. It's things that you have to do to get there. You have to decide to go over that hump when there's doubt, when there's difficulty, change, situations going the way you didn't want them to go. You have to decide, okay, I'm still going to do this. I've come too far. I know this is what I'm supposed to do. And that shows how much you're committed to your passion. That's when the real legends are made, when you go through those discomforts and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore because it's hard, or I don't want to do it anymore because I didn't picture it being like this, but you know this is what you want to do. And that's when you become a legend. That's when you become happy with what you're doing. That's when things become beautiful because you understand and you embrace the struggle. And you understand that this is what's right for me. And you understand that the struggle isn't really something bad. The struggle is just an opportunity to grow. And you understand that this is a good position. You understand that right now things aren't going good for me, but this is really just an opportunity to grow. A story that I relate to this when I was reflecting on this kind of subject, when I was going through this whole journey with this whole podcast, I was thinking about this one time I was playing baseball. I think we're in Oklahoma, and my team was in the semifinals. We're basically beating everybody. And when you're playing on a baseball team in select ball, you can go online, you can see the scores of the other teams and the teams you might play. And so we won our semifinal game, and we're looking at the two teams we have to play against. And one team we had already beat like 11-0, and we're like, cool, hopefully that team wins. But the other team has been beating everybody just like us. And I was telling my dad as I was eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I was like, I hope that team wins, the team that we already beat 11-0. And my dad was like, why would you want that team to win? There's no challenge in that. You're not going to be able to grow in that. And I was like, what are you talking about? I just want to win. And so lo and behold, when we get to the game against that team that's been beating everybody, just like we've been beating everybody, and we had to play in the championship, it was a challenge. And it was probably one of the hardest games I ever played. And when we got out of there, we lost. And I realized after reflecting on it, I cried that night, cried very hard. And it was a long drive back to Dallas, Texas from Oklahoma after losing with a silver medal on. But I realized that loss was better than a win from a team that didn't deserve us to win in. I said that weird. But it would have been better for us to lose, which we did, than for us to win against a sorry team. Because I was able to grow. I was able to learn how to face adversity. I was able to push through it and come back to practice the next week and to decide I'm going to try to get better. Sometimes in life we look at things and we're like, I want things to be easy, and that's the thing I should be doing. But the things that are hard and the things that allow us to grow and the things that don't matter if they're hard and we still continue to grow, those are the things we have to continue doing, because those are going to be the things that help us reach that infinite potential. Those are things that are going to keep giving us challenges, but also be happy within that and understand when I get over that hump, that's the best feeling ever. Every time I hop on this mic and I'm going through challenges of trying to articulate what I'm trying to say to y'all or the things that I'm worrying about, but I get over that hump and I lay my bed on my pillow, I'm like, that's what I was supposed to do. This is what I'm meant to do. This is something that's going to help me grow. And that's, I promise you, that's a better feeling. That's a better feeling than, 10 minutes of being happy with a trophy. I mean, I look back on that day and I'm like, dang, I'm so happy we lost that game. I'm so happy I had to shed those tears because I grew. And if you decide to not grow, if you decide to take the easy route, if you decide to do things you're not passionate about but that are easy, then you won't grow. You'll just be an average person. But if you decide to take the hard road, I'm saying that weird. I guess that's an accent or something. But if you decide to take that hard road, then you will grow. And I compare this to something else. I feel like I'm making a lot of examples. But if you ever watch Dragon Ball Z and the characters in the show, they're always trying to go up to the next level. They're always trying to hit Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. But the thing that makes them so special to me is that when they're trying to hit this new level, they have to go to the edge of their existence. Maybe that's a weird way to say it, but they have to go to their limits. They have to go through a real struggle to reach the next thing. And what they do is they try to get in that struggle so they can hit the next level. They don't shy away from the struggle because they're afraid of how bad it feels. They go through the hardest pain of their lives. They go through the hardest struggle of their lives because they know it's going to lead to growth. What I need y'all to do is to go into that hardest struggle possible because you understand it's going to lead you to growth. Those guys do it every single season. They get into it and they're like, I want to hit Super Saiyan 2, so I'm going to struggle for a second because I know that's what's going to lead to growth. So I need y'all to try to hit Super Saiyan every single time and understand that your passion and that hard stuff about the passion is what's going to lead y'all to your infinite potential. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Root of Everything podcast. If you enjoyed any point, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and rate us. And if you want to stay up to date, follow us on our other platforms and go to our website, rootofeverything.com, and hit the button called the Weekly Root to have a weekly newsletter of everything Root of Everything.